Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of Trading Fibs to bring you the daily trend for week 31, day 1, Monday, new month, August 1st, 2016. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only to support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, here we are, August. Not much to talk about economic-wise as ISM numbers came out today. Looking ahead to non-farm payrolls at the end of the week. We still continuing earnings throughout the week. Big numbers out on the NASDAQ from the last 2 weeks. Wrapping up week 30. Good week for week 30 as that Apple release. 24 setup, 635 ticks net. And as we roll into week 31, day 1, we are up 5 setups, 116 ticks net. We had one loss on the NQ this morning for minus 30. Couldn't see that one moving this morning, so bailed and got back in for some positive ticks and put us up positive for the day, 59 ticks in the green, totaling out 116. Take a look at across the board, Fibonacci projection. There it was, short on the NQ and the other two long side. See how the market ended up moving as price action here on the NQ. There it was, sell signal, 5 charts in the red. Just could not get that moving, so I had to bail. It was the ES and the YM to the downside. Nice move as price action continued downside and bang, right back up to the upside. NQ just would not have it, lifting up, solid Heikin Ashi bars upside. Try to get a good piece of that as we see resurgence trend number 3 after a pullback on that nice move upside. So really nice trendy move to the upside in the AM session up to the European close. Taking a couple of entries there. Again, had to bail on that for the loss. Back in upside. Got some positive ticks, ran those 2 contracts up. Price action here, you can see to the downside on the ES and YM for a little bit of a scalp. Put us in the green for the day. And there it was, the best trending session of the day. Trend number 4 to the downside, breaking the T350. 2 charts in the red. Price action was underneath the 5144. Better entry in the YM and ES and just let that one ride. So just a piece of the pie. Could have done that one, could have handled that one a lot better. And there it was for a little one on the NQ to the downside. Price action all across the board on the NQ. Here we see price action again. 1, 2, 3, and just let that PM session go. AD line, price action never getting that momentum back to the downside. Very typical picture here of summertime trading. AD line just went ahead and chiseled it out for the rest of the afternoon. Not getting much momentum there. Might as well just gone out and had yourself some fun today, unless you're watching other markets. Price action on the crude continues to roll down. 5-minute chart again, sticking to the 25-minute open range, and then bang to the downside around the S2 and average low. Again, you can see the price action in the afternoon all across the indices, all across the board, but pretty much sticking to the 25-minute open range. NQ getting that nice lift. There was those 2 moves. Had that move upside, pullback, and trend number 3 until trend number 4, and that was it for the rest of the day. Closing out at around the cam line, and cam line all across the boards. Take a look at the Fibonacci projection levels. How do we do? Not bad. NQ to the upside, YM and ES to the downside. We'll take a look at that daily big pick. You'll see why perhaps that price action not being able to get up any higher. Take a look at the daily gaps. How do we do? Yep, that's right. Day after day, we've talked about how crude, as long as crude continues to be in that 4-hour chart to the downside, we'll just continue to close out downside gaps. That's exactly what we got today, 40.24. So we'll be able to close that out. Next level down, 37.90. Other than that, you can see this sideways action. At some point, consolidation leads to a big move, and that big move will come. Whether it's back to the upside or downside is yet to see. But definitely open gaps down below, which tells me at some point, yeah, sorry there, upwards trend bias. At some point, market will retrace and will come down to these lows. Hey, it might not happen now. It might happen next year. It might happen in 5 years. It might happen tomorrow. I don't know. All I can tell you is it will eventually happen. NQ playing up here at the all-time high zone, making new highs. See if we can break, just closing slightly above there, 39.50. Nice move on the NQ. Continues to push highs. All right, taking a look at the YM. YM has been pulling down a little bit as the ES just moving slightly to upside. NQ still continues to make the drive up off the economic numbers of last week. The big market cap leaders, again, smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. Let's get those real numbers out. Doesn't matter. You got to trade the trend. Right now, crude continues to move downside, closing those former VPOCs. Let's take a look at the big daily trend here on the big charts. There it was. Crude sticking at 25-minute open range and then bang to the downside. That's the overnight session. Sell signal with 2 charts, 3 charts in the red. Big picture downside. Pull back gives you an opportunity to get back in. Sell signal. Best entry of the day. Big portion of the day right there. Sell signal to the downside. Stop at the swing size. You had yourself a downtrender. 40.24 was that open gap. Take a look at the YM across the board. U.S. Open here. Price action. Nice move to the downside, but that was in the late session there. The European close. Here was the market move to the downside. Buy signal and back to the upside as AD line was moving higher, and then it was sell off and into the chop. So again, a couple of moves here noted in the trading room. Here was the sell signal under T350. 5 charts. Hey guys, took a loss on the NQ this morning. Sometimes not everything works out. So there it was. Sell signal downside. You hope for the move to the downside. Didn't follow through. Unless you were watching the AD line. That's right. What did I say? I said the AD line was at 750. Let me show that to you again. That's right. If that AD line didn't break that 750, that would have been the hesitation on that sell signal here. Would have avoided that setup. Take a look across the NQ again. We showed that setup on the NQ here. Really settling around that Globex midnight London high as price action again. There was trend number 2. Trend number 3, once again, resurgence upside. Pulls back, crosses T350. That was the last entry, third entry for the day. The rest of the day, not a bad setup here in the afternoon session with the buy signal. Pretty much 4 in the green, but again, right at the T350, I'd rather hold off as volume just kind of washed up in the afternoon session. Taking a look at the ES. ES, not bad in the early morning. Again, you can see the pace in the early morning session. Nice move to the downside. One move downside, that was overnight, pre-market. Sell signal downside here at the open. Took a piece of that. Price action back upside here. Not a bad move. 2 charts, price action 50 above 144. And there was your last move for the session. Again, you could call for a move here, but 51 under 144. Just going to hold off the rest of the day. Kind of see the pattern here, don't you? Take a look at gold. Gold again across the board. Nice lift from last week's session, but again, nothing to speak of on the gold. So would have sat in between the Globex high and the Globex low here. And you can see not real anything in sync here. Sell signal downside for a couple on gold. Sell signal downside on 3 in the red. Not bad, but didn't really run anywhere. So gold holding off. Take a look at the 6E. 6E, horrible performance today. Overnight, not bad. Nice move to the upside. Buy signal. So you overnight traders, taking a look. Buy signal upside, buy signal upside. Just one opportunity after another. So uptrend in play on the 6E as pretty much the regular trading hours just chopped it out as we lead into Thursday's Bank of England. Bank of England on the overall market looking for some monetary policy numbers to see if there will be any QE. All right, taking a look at where are we going? Daily big pick. Let's see where we are. Crude wise. That's right. Daily pick. Downward trend. How can we talk about the euro anyway with the pound anymore? Not going to be part of the big picture. All right, taking a look down here as the downward trend continues. Price action on the crude. Yep, we've been talking about this for days now. As long as we hold underneath the T350, we're in a downwards trend. T3 moving averages both in the red. Holding underneath the T350. We're hunting for open gaps. That's right. We got an open gap. So we hit that 50% fib line, didn't hold, broke that, hit the open gap. We're headed down to 38.26, and that's right, that daily gap down there, don't forget that, 37.90 looks like a nice level of support. We break that 38.26 and 37.90. We got some talking about as far as lower numbers. We'll have to look for different levels. especially breaking trend here. All right, taking a look at the three indices across the board. Price action, again, still only up above the 50 and 200. So we take a look. Which is our first levels? Well, obviously, these are way down. I'll take a look at my 4-hour chart first. I have my T350 here at 4,700. That would be the first level of support that I would look for, as well as the 50 EMA. I have 144 way down below there at 4,607, but that is all on the 4-hour charts closer than the 50 EMA. So got to look to the 4-hour chart. Heiken Ashi bar, solid body tail up, still signifying uptrend, as well as now a little divergence here, a little concerning as the NQ continues to run up to all-time highs, and the ES and the YM continue to move downside. 10 EMA still showing a positive T3 moving average, just a pullback. But again, my little concern here that we're holding underneath the T350 and resistance here in the T350. Have to get the ES and the YM above that T350 to give me a confirmation of continued uptrend on the big picture, especially when looking at the ETFs. As far as futures are concerned, got to be ready for every single day, both directions. All right, as we continue to roll out the week, Jedi traders, taking a look at tomorrow, just one red star, personal income and outlays, ADP employment. Always love to look at those MBA mortgage applications for housing. And we got crude jobless claims on Thursday. Again, remember that Bank of England, Australia too this week. And they're on Friday taking non-farm payrolls. That's going to be the big number of the week. All right, taking a look at TradingFibs.com media outlet here. Futures, ETF, and market cap leaders holding off this last week on the weekly newsletter. Going ahead and changing up some things, but we're going to be covering different indices. Also going to be extending the futures outlook as well. And then looking ahead to September, in the next month, starting an ETF futures portfolio. So looking ahead as well as market cap leader. So a couple of things in the basket working on as far as this week, week 31. Only hope to get more ticks in the basket and in the green. All right, guys, that concludes an insight into my daily trend here. Feel free to stop by at TradingFibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra of one simple strategy: any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at TradingFibs. And as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts. And as always, I leave my bias at the door when trading. Hey guys, if you're interested in attending a free session, email me, David at TradingFibs. We'll get you in on a Friday session to check it out, see what it's like. Otherwise, just feel free to watch the videos. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. All right. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day. See you tomorrow. Good day, good night, and good trading to ya.